Hi there, welcome everyone. It's Angela Wolf, and today is Behind the Scenes episode 100. Can you believe it? I told Win last night I was so excited about a few things going on this week, and I said, "Wait a minute, it's episode 100. That's like a really big thing. Almost 2 years with you guys, hanging out every Wednesday, and then a few extra days, of course. And episode 100. And guess what? I have nothing to prepare. I didn't bring a cake. I didn't bring 100 roses. When did you bring 100 roses?
I forgot.
He forgot. But I still have a great show planned for you guys today because I thought, you know what? The show would not be here. We in case you missed this week, we did win the best lifestyle show by Be Live TV, which is awesome. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there working and watching the live show as I was working on stuff, and I just finished working out. So even if they asked me to go live, there was no way that was going to happen. And I hear Angela Wolf, and I'm thinking, how did we beat the twerking girls on the trucks? I don't know, but you guys are good voters. So I was so excited about that. I missed it. It's episode 100. So today, this show is all about you because the only reason the show has been going on as long as it has, I've even wanted to do the show. Wednesday is my favorite day of the whole week, is because of you. So I left something open in the group and told you guys, hey, share some photos of anything you've been working on, or what is your favorite show out of the last 100 episodes? Many of you left comments. So here's the problem. I asked this last night. Comments started rolling in. If you're in the group, you probably saw these. If you didn't, you should go back. But I can't read those live. I will be a soppy mess. I was not expecting that, and all I can say is thanks. I started reading them, and when last night we're watching TV, and he looks over at me, and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I've got tears pouring. Well, you guys are awesome. That's all I got to say. And I wasn't expecting that outpouring of amazement from you. So I can't read them live because I'll be a mess. So if you're in the group, you'll read them. I'm going to share them on the screen. I'm going to share the photos. And I had a couple people that messaged me and said they would love to come on. So how's that for a day? I see you all popping in. I'm going to say, Teresa, my sister says, you're making me cry. Well, you made me cry last night. Poor Teresa, she broke her foot. My sister with the twins. Hey, Teresa, by the way, did you see your gift online the other day? You got to love it when your family's all on here. So I have no idea what happened there. There is something going on today because, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. When I saw I was frozen, I stopped. This has been doing this for like 24 hours. There's got to be a 24-hour bug going around here on the internet. Or else when you've got some vibes going on. I don't know what. All right, am I back? There we are. Okay, you didn't miss anything. Are we good? Give me the hearts. Show me like some emoji that I know that we're all on here. Okay, we're good. Okay, so this is what I have for you. A couple phone calls, and then somebody messaged me with these awesome photos that they redid and organized their sewing room in under $300, which is amazing because I know a lot of us are on a budget. And many of you have told me, you know what, I'm sewing out of a small room. What you have there is not what I could do, but I'd love to know some ideas for that. So I have that. And then I went through my stash. Wait to see what I found. Oh my gosh, were we not talking about this last week? So I thought you would get the best laugh out of this. The Bedazzler. Okay, so how many of you had or have or bought the Bedazzler, or maybe bought more than one Bedazzler? I don't know. Anyways. Not only do I have one Bedazzler, I have two Bedazzlers. What on earth? Weren't we talking last week and I said, I don't do so much with rhinestones? I guess I lied. I have a lot. I have a whole stash of rhinestones. I am going to be bedazzling like crazy. Those are so fun. Okay, Janet, this outfit, Janet has posted so many photos in the group, and those of you in the group know that. This is such a cute outfit. So I said, in the group, we post photos of my patterns or something that I inspired you to do on Facebook Live. And this one, those scallops on her hem is awesome. And this is the embroidery on the neckline, which you've all seen. And look at the scallops on the sleeves. Is that cool or what? I absolutely love it. Leslie says she loves it, Janet. Anne says, how cute. Camilla says the hemline is awesome. I so agree. So I'm going to keep showing a few of these because Wynn is going to bring on our first caller. Debbie says her server has gremlins today. Hey, Debbie, so does mine. I have no idea what's going on with mine, but you know what? Just got to go with it, right? Marian says, well, oh, goodness. Yes. Okay, what else do we got? Wynn is calling our first caller with, there's our celebrating 100 episodes, okay? And so when I asked this in the group, I asked you guys to leave some comments. But before we get to that, let me bring up, here we go. Hey, Wynn, you got my caller?
I sure do. I have Christy on here.
All right, we have Christy on the phone. Let me put Christy on speakerphone. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Angela. It's so good to speak to you.
Good to speak to you, too.
Well, thank you. I took a little bit of a story behind it. It was inspired from kidney stones. I was having a hard day, and I couldn't sit or lay or walk, and I got mad at my sewing room. I just decided I'm going to take everything out and go through and just put stuff.
Of course this would happen because it's the 100th episode. All right, guys, we're going to keep trying. I don't know what is going on with our video today. Okay, so we're going to start one more time. Did you guys hear that about her kidney stones? Because, okay, go ahead, say it one more time. It'll be like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, one day I had a couple of kidney stones that were minor ones, but just made me really uncomfortable. And so I decided to just clean my sewing room out. So I decided I was angry, not feeling well. So I just took everything out. And then I decided I was only going to put stuff back in that I wanted. And then I got going on Pinterest and looking for ideas. And that's where my inspiration came. I don't think of anything myself. I do everything up. But when you guys tell you have ideas and Pinterest and so experts.
Pinterest is like the best for spending your money, giving you ideas, but sometimes the ideas don't cost so much. This sewing room is amazing. So I'm going to go through these photos slowly. I'm going to bring up.
I was going to tell you about this table. This is the directions are right on Pinterest, and I did it all myself, so then it could lay inside. And then I had a lot of room on the back end of the table, so when I'm quilting and have big projects, it doesn't fall off my table.
I love this. I see. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure. So could you repeat that one more time, Christy? You're going to be like, by the time you're done here, Groundhog Day. But I just want to make sure that there was some people that didn't hear that, because that was really cool. Try to say that one more time.
Yes, so I found this idea on Pinterest, and I just had Home Depot cut a big sheet of melamine the size I wanted, and then I took a jigsaw and I cut out my sewing machine so I could lay flat in there, and all the directions are on that Pinterest site that I found. So, and it's pretty easy, you just look up sewing tables. And then on each side is one of those cubby storage things that you get at Walmart. I think they're $19 or $29.
Oh yeah.
And on the back, and on the back of it is an old chest of drawers. So I have stuff under there that I don't use all the time. I have to get on my hands and knees to get it. And then these are all the storage cubbies that you get at Target or Home Depot, and I just bought some clearance baskets because I, of course, was going to make coordinated basket covers someday, but I haven't done it yet.
Well, besides that, when we had Cindy on yesterday, she said she made one of those and it took 8 hours. Forget it. I definitely buy them and then maybe add a couple later.
Yeah, and they have them at the dollar store.
They do?
So yes.
Those bins right there. That's awesome.
The tan ones, yeah.
My sister said she's a big fan of labels on little bins. I am so agree with that. My P-Touch is going to be coming out soon because I need to label all of my new drawers. That is such a great idea. Hey, Wynn, take a look at this.
I'm looking at it.
I'm getting ready to put him to work. He's like, I'm here. I'm looking.
There you go. And that I was going to tell you about my fabric. I decided I'm not a big stash person. And I like just going shopping when I want to buy something. So that was kind of a revelation for me that I don't really need to keep all that fabric. And so I have a basket for each color. So when I need a little scrap of something, the one on the back wall there.
Oh, wow.
And so I have and so that helped me a lot to get all my stuff in a small room. And I have a nice closet back there. And
I love this. This is such a homey sewing room. Okay, everybody on here, you have to leave your comments about this because this is brilliant. And how many of us, I have this set right here, these 9 right behind me on my wall, except I haven't done anything with them. I love this as a table though. I think this is awesome. In fact, I was trying to come up with something cool for my embroidery machine to set on, and this might do it. And this on the back wall, I love that all of your bins are the same color, but they look, you have them organized, but you know where everything is. That's very cool.
And that melamine, I was going to tell you too, you could buy a tape and then you just iron it on for the edges. And if Home Depot cuts it, it's a little, it's not as perfect edges, but I didn't really care because I could do it with, so it was good for me.
This is awesome. I see all of your rulers are all organized. Oh, you have one of those, I call those the suction cups that go on your rulers. I love that.
Yeah, I like to use that when I have a lot of 2.5-inch pieces to cut, It works really nice. I love my dream quilter machine. That has changed my whole quilting experience. I actually like quilting now, and I'm better than the piecing.
That's awesome. Look at that. So do you have the one with the software, or do you do it all free motion?
I do all free motion. I really like that part of it. And so when I get ready to quilt, I pull my ironing board in front of the cutting thing, and then I just move it out and quilt away.
That's brilliant. I'm going to just read a couple comments. I don't know if you can see them as they're on here, but you've got a lot. Love the back wall, says Anne. And Janice says she loves these ideas. She's working on getting a new sewing room, so she'll keep these in mind. I just love these bins. I think this is just great. And Jean says she's getting organized and a sewing. She's getting great organizing, and a great sewing room, she said to you. Phyllis says, awesome room. Judy says she loves your room. Anne says she hates spell checks, so whatever she tried to write didn't come out right. And Liz said it looks cozy. That I totally agree, Liz. And I love all the natural light. That window that's like my biggest thing when I'm sewing. I know a lot of people have their sewing rooms in the basement. My old studio.
Actually, this is in the basement. But I have it's a walkout basement, so I have a lot of windows on that wall.
Wow, that is amazing. I don't consider that a basement. That is like way too beautiful. I just love the natural light. So you've got your pattern books. You got another little lamp up here. Are those your kids or your grandkids up on the wall?
Those are my grandkids, yes.
Oh, how cute. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there was one more photo in here too that I missed. So let me make sure that I showed them all. It was
yesterday I got to teach my granddaughter to sew for the first time, so that was fun.
Oh, no way. How old is she?
She's 3.
Oh, that's awesome. She's 3.
We had
the same age as Austin. I could just picture Austin in here sewing.
Yeah. I know. A lot of times I just get up in the morning, eat breakfast, and stay in my pajamas and go down to sew.
Now that sounds like the perfect day. So I see.
Exactly.
You're very organized. That cup thing right there, is that one that you made? I've seen those.
No, I bought it.
Oh, well, you could have made it, but it's cute.
Yeah.
So organized. Oh my gosh. What machine do you have there?
That is the Innovus DQ3000 Dreamweaver.
Very nice. That's a great machine for quilting too.
Yes, I love it. And I sew clothes, I sew kids' clothes, my clothes. And I was supposed to, if I could, put in a plug for Ryan Sewing, because that's where I got all my stuff at. I told him I was going to be talking to you.
All right, Ryan Sewing, if you're on here, you just got a great plug. You got a happy customer.
That's right. Everything I got is brother, pretty much.
Where do you live?
In Albuquerque, New Mexico. I actually met you at the extravaganza in.
That's why I recognized you yesterday. I was like, where do I know you from? That's where. Oh, I'm such a bonehead for not remembering that.
No, you meet so many people. I'm sure it's very hard.
Oh no! All you got to do is give me a location to remember, and now I feel better. Oh, I like your sewing section. Yeah, that was a fun event last year. This is just amazing. So Rebecca wants to know, how big is your sewing room?
I thought that might be asked, so I measured it last night. It's 12 by 14.
Good job, Rebecca.
And part of it's the closet too. So the closet kind of comes into the room.
That's great. Now, did you meet Rebecca last year? You two aren't friends, are you?
I don't know.
You-
She doesn't look familiar.
You guys were both at the same event last year.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, same. Teresa wants to know, Christy, do you sell your quilts?
No, I found that it puts too much stress, and I give away most of my quilts to girls that get married at church or family or things like that.
That's awesome. Anne says, me too. Love the window too. Also, your big window. Everybody's loving your windows.
And that basket back there is where my cat jumps up and hides and watches me sew all day.
Oh, that's perfect. That, I told Wynn, I said, for our 100th anniversary today, should I go get a cat? He's like, I don't think so. Yep. Rebecca says hi from Albuquerque too. So you guys are sewing neighbors and you didn't know it. And
That's right.
Michelle said, your room looks so much bigger than the dimensions you gave. And it's all because of that organization. You have so much stuff in there, but it looks so good.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff. My granddaughter, when she came to sew, she said that, you have a lot of stuff, Grandma.
Leave it to the kids, right?
I know, they're always very honest.
Oh.
But everything has a place, and after I get done with a project, I make sure I put everything back again, and that makes it so that I can just come and sew whatever I want to, and that's what we want to do, right?
That is such a big thing. Even in my new space here, if I'm finished with the project, everything goes away. And I bring it up. Well, don't look right now. I'm working on a project, but that's my goal, is to put it away and bring it out, start the next day. There's something about that. So everybody's telling you that that's an awesome room. I'm so glad that you shared this. Oh, wait, a couple more questions for you detailed. Diane says, thanks for mentioning Ryan's. Diane, you're welcome. That was a great event last year. We love you. So let's see. I saw a question here about your flooring. Michelle, what kind of flooring is that? A low pile carpet or?
Yeah, I don't know. We've had it for 20 years. This used to be my son's bedroom. I forget what it's called, but it's very low pile, yeah.
Oh, are those like squares? Because that's what I have at my office. Those are awesome.
No, it was just a carpet that we bought. But
it looks great though.
I got a vacuum in between quilting project.
Oh yeah.
Vacuum there.
You know what though? That low pile is great because if you drop pins, at least they don't get so buried like the other kind.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's in the basement, so the floor is a little cold, so that helps keep my feet warm.
Oh yes, carpet's always warmer. I love my flooring in here, but I'm gonna have to go get a couple like cozy rugs because this is like my big she shed, and so my she shed needs flooring, a couple rugs so I can walk around in my slippers and feel like I'm in my pajamas, right?
That's right.
So Anne says, thanks for sharing. Well, anyways, I am so glad that I saw these pictures because you'd sent these a few weeks ago. And for those of you that wondered, I tell you, if you want to show off your sewing room, you let me know. But hers had gotten hidden messenger. I don't know why they didn't let me see your pictures. So I'm so glad I saw that last night. This was perfect timing, and love your sewing room. You're going to have to go back and read all the questions because comments, they love your place.
Okay, well, thank you. And anytime you're in Albuquerque, look me up and I'll come and visit.
That sounds great. I will. Okay, here we go. Let's try it again. This is going to be like the longest, shortest show ever because if we have to keep stopping. So, Wynn, who do we have on the phone now?
I have Susan Fisher.
All right. Hey, guys, you know this name. Susan Fisher's on the phone. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
I'm doing.
Hello to all the sewing friends and family.
Susan says hi to everybody. In case you guys don't know, that's Susan. She's on here all the time, every week. How is Steve?
Hello.
How's Steve?
Oh, he's doing just fine. He said to say hello.
Oh, good. Hi back. So, what are you up to today?
Well, I am I'm hesitant to be. I've never cut out dupioni before, and so I keep getting it out of the drawer, and I keep laying it on the table, and then I fold it up, put it back in the drawer. I'm afraid to put the scissors to it, and I think I just need to take the plunge. But
it does. If it makes you feel any better, I have some beautiful dupioni that I embroidered that I left on the table for about 2 years because I can't decide what I want to make with it.
Oh my goodness. Well, I know exactly what I want to make with this. And first of all, I would never even have considered doing anything with this kind of fabric before had it not been for you and for this group. I seriously would have just thought, oh, that's really pretty, and someday I wish I could, but it would never have been a reality.
And now we're all going to get to watch you cut it now.
Well, yeah, now I have to, because I know once before I had a problem with not wanting to cut things out, and somebody said I needed to put my big girl pants on and just get it done. So, I think that might have been Janice Easter might have said, put your big girl pants on and get the scissors out. So.
Oh, Janice, you just got a call out. Did you tell her to put her big girl pants on? That's awesome. Well, Susan, I have to say, in the group, there's so many times, because the group, is just for everyone, to help everyone and inspire people. And there's so many times that I'll pop in to say something and I'll look and you've already answered, and you've answered better than I could have ever and faster. But you're so helpful.
You have a few more things on your agenda than I do.
But you're so helpful to everyone. And I watch that with the whole group. There's a ton of you in there, but you're always so helpful to people. And if you don't know, you'll say, hey, let me help you find this, or you give them great ideas. And I just so appreciate that. So do they, by the way. And you're just a really good friend in there to everybody. And I love you dearly. I can't wait to meet you in person someday.
I love you all as well, too. And it's such a fun group to be in. It truly is the only reason I keep Facebook. I go to the Angela group, and that's pretty much all I listen to. All the other rest of the stuff is crap, as we all know. So I just love this group. And I can't believe how many friends we have, across the oceans, different continents, different languages, and we all speak the same sewing language. I mean, we all get frustrated with the same things. We all learn from each other, and we all have sighs of relief, and we can relate when someone says, I can't get this, or what about this? And we can relate. I mean, it's a universal language, so to speak.
That's so funny you said that, because last night when I was bawling reading all of your comments, yours included, by the way, Wynn says, man, there's people from all over the world. And I said, I know. I said, it's like we have one common thread, literally the thread is the common, and it doesn't matter where we're from, what our backgrounds are. We all love sewing in this group.
Yes.
And we love many other things, but that's the one thing that we can all just relate to, exactly what you said. But it's so cool that everybody can, like, if I walked into, let's say, Quilt Fest, and you were there, and 1,000 people from the group were in there, it would be like we were having a family reunion, and we would have never met in person.
Exactly. Well, I know when I first got my embroidery machine, I wasn't really quite sure of what to do. And so I would look through some of the things that the Facebook things, and I thought, well, I think I'm just going to message Danny Duchesne in Canada. And so, carried back and forth this little conversation with her on Facebook and the Messenger. And Steve said, who are you messaging? I go, my friend in Canada. He goes, your friend in Canada. I'm like, yeah. And then I said, and my friend in Netherlands. He goes, well, aren't we quite the continental person now? So, there's just there. And then after I met Melody, Kona Burka in Key West. I mean, no matter where you go, if a name sounds familiar, you think, oh, we're friends. And we really are friends. We all are in the same boat, so to speak, even though we live in a different part of the country or a different country.
That is so true. And I remember when you and Melody met in Key West, because Wynn and I just got into Key Largo for 2 days, and I was debating, should I take the drive and come down there? I wish I would have. I was like just crashing for a couple days, but next time for sure.
All right. Well, you're coming to meet you in person when you do some of your things in St. Joe is it's at the top of my to-do list. So
awesome.
So we will meet in person someday, I promise.
You get to come to the she shed.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe you need some more socks to keep your feet warm.
I know. I love my socks. Are you kidding? Thank you, by the way. And it is sock season, so they're all back out of the drawer.
Absolutely. And if you want, I can bring a cat to loan you.
Oh, hey, Wynn. Okay, I think we're back. Oh, we're back. Okay, guys. So Susan, you have 1 million comments on here again, by the way, 1 million, maybe 2 million. And Janice says, were you talking about me? And I said, yes, I think she was talking about you.
Yes, I was talking about Janice, because she told me to put my big girl pants on and cut that stuff out, which I did.
That's so cute. Well, Susan, thank you for being such a big part of the group. Thanks for being here on the 100th anniversary of our episodes. And cheers to 100 more.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm glad you're feeling better. Happy belated anniversary to the two of you. Love to both of you, UN Win, and our group.
Thanks, Susan. Take care.
Bye, dear.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Maybe they heard my name telling them that they have gremlins and they keep freezing it. Susan, you're awesome. You have so many people on here that just love you. Karina said the sewing family is the best. I know. Oh, Karen, you'll be up there too. Yay, yay. Being here is like being out with 100 of your best friends. Norlene, you're right, except it's more like 5,000 of your best friends. You just didn't realize you had so many. Jude, I didn't see you on here yet today, but if you're on here, I have to say hi to you. You had the cutest outfit last week. So I'm going to see if I can find this before we call one more caller here. And you will all know who this caller is. I'm very excited that they're going to come on. Let me just see if I can bring up, without losing the internet, I want to show you guys this group that you guys brought in. Let's see if I can see it on here. Here we go. Share. Are you going to behave today? Nope. Maybe. Okay, I think we're behaving for a moment. I'm going to bring this up. Okay, so this is the group, in case you're not in there. And I posted this photo yesterday and asked you guys for comments. Oh, can you all see the babies? That's so cute. Yes, I didn't realize those were on there. Teresa, sorry. Yes, those are the twins. Are they adorable or what? They're stress relief? Yes, for sure. I don't know if they're stress relief for Teresa, but they are for me. I just love them. The babies are so cute. Where did she go? I'm right here. Oh gosh. The girls are keeping us company. That's so funny. I have no idea what's on your screen. So let's see if I can. Oh, I know, guys. Susan is the best. Oh, Katie, I miss Katie too. I see that. What about Katie? Katie is in Alaska at school. She loves it. I miss her dearly though. So yeah, Katie's in Alaska. She's off to college. I see some of you saying great community of friends. I love this. Okay, you can see me and hear me. So just so you know, for all of you that are so frustrated with today's Facebook, which would make two of me because me and myself and I, that's three of me, right? I'm going to crop this and cut out all the frozen parts and add it to YouTube. So no worries if you missed any of it. Okay, so this is what I want to show you on here. When I asked you guys to write stuff, this is what you wrote, and it was awesome. So if you're in the group, if you're not in the group, then you need to go get in the group. It's the most fun sewing group ever. But okay, Susan wrote beautiful comments. Pam, Rhonda said she's going to miss it. A lot of people are going to be at work. They're going to be watching it later. Carolyn, thank you, thank you. I can't read your comments, you guys, because I'll be crying. So I'm just going to scroll through them, and you can read them later in the group. But I will see you in Novi. Yes, I will be in Novi. Novi show, OSQE, is right after Houston Quilt Fest. And Janice asked who's going to be going to Houston Quilt Fest. So go ahead and leave your comments. Whoever's going to Houston Quilt Fest, leave a comment because we're going to have a meet and greet. I just want to know what days you're going to be there. Rebecca wants to know, where's Jude been? We miss seeing her. I know. She's been putting some really cool stuff on Instagram, though, I have to say. Yeah. So let's see. Anita made a comment. Camellia, you're so cute. Camellia said she wouldn't come on because she'd faint in the camera. You are hilarious. No, you wouldn't. And there's Susan on there. Okay, so here's some of the clothes. Mary Smith said that this show has encouraged her and people to try different things. So she wanted different pockets on a pair of jeans. She drafted her own and went for it. Look at how cute these jeans are. Mary, these are adorable. There's the back pockets. Yeah, love that. Here's another top by Mary. This was very cute. She did a pattern hack on this. We love pattern hacks. All right, what else? Judy Romano. Okay, Judy, I love you. That's all I can say. I read this and I was in tears at the end because I've seen you, I've met you in person twice twice, maybe 3 times, twice. Well, in Virginia, and then this last week. And you're just a dear person, and everybody in the group loves you, and you're just great. So yours is the one that got me bawling. So thank you for your comments. You're the best. Taffy, I've seen you for years. Look at this collar that she put on this top. Is that cute or what? It's a hack of a cowl collar, she said. She's going to be away for the event, so she's not here live, but she'll be on here a little bit later. I had to show that off. Isn't that cute? Oh, gosh. Marta, so wonderful to see you. I will see you, I believe, in California next year. And she said her life was principally work, but now she started sewing. Yay. Got to have something fun to do, right? Tawana just wanted to say hi. She says I'm an inspiration, but you know what? You are too. So thanks. There's Janice's famous outfit. Janice, I love this top. I think, Janice, the first time I saw this, was this in Texas when you made this? Or were you buying the design when I saw you in Texas? I can't remember, but I love it. It's that embroidery that's on the real sheer fabric. Okay, these are awesome. There's Gail's top. I have that fabric. I love that fabric. I might have like 2 yards left if somebody wants some, but that was a cute top. I love the pattern hack on the collar. There's Wes. Hey, wait a minute. I think we have a caller. Hey, Wes, is that your new website that's on there? Carl Wesley. I didn't even notice that the name of Wes. What's the name of your clothing label? Is that it? It's terrible that I don't know that by heart. I should know that, Wes. I just always think of Wes. This dress is gorgeous. Wes posted a ton of photos the other day. They were absolutely beautiful. Michelle says maybe she'll be brave enough to make jeans. Dee wants to know, when is the Novi show? It's November 10th. I have to look it up. It's on my events page if you go to angelawolf.com.
Well, here.
Janice says, yes, she'll see us at the Quilt Fest. And yes, she's working on another top. All right, do we have our next caller?
That's Wes.
Hey, Wes. Hey,
Hi,
Wes.
Angela. How are you? I'm so excited to be on with you.
Okay, guys, if you didn't realize, I have one more caller on here. And so, Wes, if I tell you to stop talking, it just means we're frozen, and I don't want anyone to miss what you have to say.
Oh, okay.
Okay, y'all,
Okay.
This is Wes. You know Wes. I have him right on the screen. So, Wes, I love your last photo shoot. Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. So that was actually done by photography students at College of DuPage. And one of the fashion teachers reached out to me to let me know that it was going on. So I'm like, okay, I'll show up and see what happens. Like, all the pictures I got back are stunning. Like, I'm so happy with the results. I've never had any of my stuff professionally, like, photographed before.
This is gorgeous. Now, I have to ask you about a couple of these outfits because, the photographs are stunning, but they're so high fashion. Do you know how lucky you are? Do you know how much this would have cost to have done?
Oh, I know, right? I was asking them, the student photographers, when I was there, I'm like, how much do you think this would cost if I actually had it done? They're like, oh, $500, $1,000 or something like that. Like, that's a little bit out of my budget, so I'm so blessed to have had them to help me.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Okay, Wes, you have everybody rolling in saying, hi, Wes, Marcy. Well, you're like the rock star in our group because we all love watching everything that you're doing. And so all of your new designs are just amazing. So this black dress right here, what is going on the neck edge? I have to ask, is that hand done or did you do it by machine or what is that? Top stitching?
It was hand done. It was kind of a last minute thing I decided to add. It was just pearl beads that I put on. So I'm kind of obsessed with two things right now. I'm really obsessed with neoprene and I'm really obsessed with pearl. So I figured I should combine them.
That is a good combination. Okay, so by the way, if you guys didn't hear that, those are beads around the neckline and the armhole. That makes that entire, from just a simple classic black dress to an amazing couture style dress. I mean, I just love that. Let's see if I can make this bigger to show everyone.
So it's kind of funny because the black dress actually just started out as a sample for the pink one with the flowers that I posted. I didn't think that I would actually finish it, but then when I got it done, I was so happy with it that I decided to add the pearls, and it came out amazing.
Oh my gosh.
So it was kind of a happy accident, really.
It's awesome. Okay, so you've asked a lot of questions in the group, and I have to say that I love going in there you'll ask a question like there was one a couple weeks ago about a knit or how to sew a certain knit. The whole group piled in to tell you their opinion, which was awesome. And you guys all support each other. So you have like, when you have your first fashion show, you're going to have, it better be virtual because you're going to have like thousands of people show up that want to see it.
Well, it's a school fashion show. They do post it online. I think I might have posted a video of the one from May. I don't remember. But I'm so lucky to be in this group because it's one thing to make your own pattern, but when you're making your own pattern, you don't have a set of instructions in front of you to figure out how to sew it. So when I get to something I'm not sure about, I reach out to the group and get all these different ideas to help me figure it out.
And they all punch in to help.
I think the harder part is the sewing rather than making the pattern, honestly.
Oh, so true. That is so true. In fact, there's so many times, if you might agree with me on this one, where I'll have a great design idea. I'm like, oh, I just don't feel like sewing it. Well, I just don't feel like sewing it. I might know how to, but I wish I could just snap my fingers and it'd be done. But you know, that's what makes you such a good designer though, Wes, is because you can sew. There are so many designers that can't sew. So when you're constructing a garment, when you're doing the fashion design, you understand how, and if you didn't before, you definitely are getting the hang of it now, how the outfit has to look good and it has to be able to put together, not with duct tape, right?
Oh, right. I mean, I'm sure everybody's watched Project Runway, but they might have a really great idea for a dress, and then if they don't execute it well and they put it out on the runway, the judges rip them apart. Like, it has to be a good design and it has to be sewn really well.
Yeah. And your clothes that you brought on the group this week were just amazing. Wes, I'm so proud of you. What is your label?
My line I'm going to call Carl Wesley, which is my first and my middle name.
Okay, so I don't know how I missed that. You posted your label just like a month ago, but I always just think of Wes. So I didn't realize that the two names were together. It's very classy looking. So your website, is it up now?
My website is live. I just started it up probably about a week ago. I don't have anything up for sale yet, but that's going to be coming pretty soon.
That's fantastic. So, and the website is going to be?
carlwesley.com.
Pretty easy. Did you guys get that? I'm scrolling up all your comments while we're chatting, by the way.
I don't want to post too much stuff in your group because I feel like I'm stealing your thunder a little bit, and I know that your group is more focused on your patterns, so.
Well, you know what? You post.
I don't want to advertise too much. You know?
You're not advertising. And the other thing, Wes, a lot of things that you do post in there, you say it was an inspiration by like the beading or something like that we've talked about. So you're all good. If anything, as you know, in the group is crazy, we always just take it down. But so far, I think you passed every test. Anne wants to know, what is that fabric? That's neoprene? Isn't that what you said?
The black one, yes, it's neoprene.
Okay, so I know they're saying, laughing about the duct tape. Jane says she loves your design. Michelle says great work. So neoprene, what did you find challenging, or what was your hardest part about sewing that fabric? Because that fabric can be really tricky.
The neoprene?
Yeah.
Actually, I found it pretty easy to work with, to be honest. I sewed up the sample dress because I wasn't sure how it would come out, but it really wasn't too bad. But it doesn't sew like other stretchy knits. I actually used a denim needle when I was sewing it.
Okay. You used a denim needle?
I thought it was pretty easy to work with, actually. It's really stable.
I think it's really pretty. You know, there's been a lot of discussions on different, oops, sorry. I just put on Susan Fisher's name over your head. Sorry. It's Wes, you guys. They wanted to know how to spell your name. Wes.
Hi, everyone. You're all wonderful. I love you all so much.
There it is, Wes. And I just put Brazel. That's how he spells his last name. But that's not his website. So some people are asking about your last name. The neoprene, I noticed, I love it because it has a little bit of body, and it's a little bit, did you buy, okay, now there's a ton of different kinds. How thick was the neoprene that you used on this dress?
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
Like if you held it in your hand, was it like stiff, or did it kind of, oh gosh, I'll bring some neoprene on next week just to ask, because there's so many different levels of it. And that one looks like about maybe 1/8 of an inch. The way that it hangs and the way that she can hold it out like that. Is this the same fabric as you used on that pink dress that you showed in the group?
Right, it's the same, just a different color. I think it's probably like 1/8 of an inch. But the
Okay.
interesting thing is, it's got such interesting properties because it's got a lot of body, but it's also stretchy still. Like, it's just really unusual. But I think it is, like, you can make really great designs out of it.
I have a whole batch of it. Now I'm going to be inspired to make one of these dresses. The only thing I want to know is how hot it's going to be.
Well, you know what? That's probably the one downside of neoprene. It does kind of insulate you, so it's probably not a good choice for a summer dress. But
Yeah, but if it's loose like that at the dress, it should be fine, right? I think so. I'll let you know. I'm going to see if I'm looking on here to see if I can find your pink dress while you're on here. Hold on. There's so many comments in the group. We had a busy day yesterday.
So the pink dress, actually, I just had my model, just an hour ago, she was at my house to try it on. So
Oh, really?
that one I'm going to get pictures of next Friday, I believe.
Okay, here it is. Here it is, guys, if you're watching on here. This is the pink dress that he did. That's all neoprene. Now, did you do all hand beading on that?
Actually, the overlay, I was at Textile Discount Outlet in Chicago, and first I just had the pink neoprene picked out. And as I'm standing at the cutting table, hanging behind the lady who's cutting the fabric, I see this laser cut satin with all these pearls on it. And like in my mind, I connected them, and that second I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have that fabric hanging back on the wall. So it's like a laser cut satin, and all the pearls are attached with like little metal studs.
Oh my gosh. So
And I kind of just fussy cut them to fit them to the bodice.
that's absolutely gorgeous. That was like the first thing I noticed. Oh, now I can kind of see the weight of the neoprene, the way it hangs. That's a good quality, the thickness that you have on there. That I just love that. It's so fun. It's just like a fun, flirty dress. Well, there's a ton of people saying on here, stunning. And Leslie asked the material on the flowers, which he just answered. Leslie says the pink dress is amazing. And a ton of people are saying now they can put a voice to your fabulous work. So, and me too. I haven't ever talked to you on the phone before, Wes, even though I think, I can't believe we've never run into each other in Mokina.
You know what? You had reached out to me one time about coming on your live show, and then I missed the message and didn't notice it till after the show was over. So
I remember that.
Maybe if I reached out to you again, I might have a chance to get on and talk with you.
Oh, well, it was perfect timing, especially because you just came out with these great outfits. So, Wes, you're awesome. Thanks for being such a great part of the group. And we're looking forward to watching your huge success as a designer.
Thank you so much. And I just have to say, I could not do it without you or any of this group and all their support. And your book was like the first fashion business book that I got. And it's sitting on my coffee table all the time. I use it all the time. That has been like the essential guide to helping me start my own business.
Wes, that's awesome.
I appreciate that you make it seem so accessible to everybody. Like, it's not like the fashion industry is like a secret thing that not everybody can do. Like, you make it really accessible, and I think that's why we like you so much.
Oh, thanks, Wes. Well, I try, I guess after so many years of being it for 20 and it was so difficult for me to find information. I'm a little older than it was pre-days. It was really bad. But then there were books to tell you, like, not, I mean, I would think that's better than what to do. Like, whatever you do, please do this. Just give you information. And I don't find that very many places either. And I'm so glad that I was able to do that for you. And I'm so glad you were able to read the book. That's awesome. That was my one and only business book I'll ever write, Wes, ever. So did you buy it for me? Did I sign it or no?
You know, to decide, I think I got it from Amazon, but I wish I would have bought it from you because then I could get a signed copy.
Well, I'll tell you what, just because of today, when I get off this, I'm going to get your address and I'm going to send you a signed copy that you can save since this other one is all tabbed and used and abused. So I'm going to send you a brand new copy and I'm going to sign it.
You say that because it is a little bit. It actually has like stains on the corners of the pages because I've used it so much.
Well, awesome. Then I'm going to send you one for your repertoire. So when you're big and famous, you'll have to invite me to one of your major fashion shows. All right?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on.
Wes, you're the best. Everyone's saying hi. And thanks again for calling in. You're the best. See ya. Okay, guys, that's so cool. So first off, for those of you that don't know, yes, I did write a book, and it's a business book. Is it around here somewhere, Win? I don't know. Because I didn't realize that some of you didn't even know that I read a book. I wrote a book. I read books all the time. I did write a book. There was a company that asked if I would write a book on how to start a home-based fashion design business. I wrote the book, and it's focused on fashion, custom clothing. Hey, here you go. This is the book that Wes is talking about. This copy, Wes, I'm signing for you, and I'm sending it your way. So this is a very big, thick book with not a lot of photos because it's a business book. But I have to tell you, when I was writing it, well, it was a big endeavor because I put together every section to try to make it as a successful adventure for you as it can be. And regardless, I'm back. Regardless if you're going into alterations or if you're going into custom clothing or fashion design, selling your own clothes like Wes is doing, I tried to give as many resources as I could. So Wes, thank you for saying that. I'm honored that you read my book and it helped you get started. And we love having you as part of the group. So, oh, Sandy says, hi, Win. Boy, he just threw that book in and got out of here, didn't he? So, let me make sure I'm still on here. Okay, so guys, this was a crazy day. I don't know what's going on with the internet, so we did lose some time. I'm going to have to save this pretty girl for tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but next week about the beading. I brought out my hand beading, but I thought it was more fun talking to all you. But guess what I found today? Hey, Win. Where's my that thing I made you haul out of my car? We're still moving, don't ask. But we were talking about tambour beading. So I found all my glass beads and I found my tambour beading pieces. Let's see if I can bring this up close. Oh, perfect. You better say hi. Win saying hi, everyone. Wes, thank you again for coming on. That was awesome. What pattern is your top? I love the neckline. Oh, so this is the ruche tee. Thanks for that. And this top, I actually show how to do the collar. Let me see if I can bring this down so you can see. I actually show how to do the collar on one of my episodes of It's So Easy. That's now on YouTube. Yeah. When everybody's saying hi. I know, he is a cutie. Okay. Esther says Facebook can't handle so much of us at the same time, huh? I so agree. I so agree. So I'm just going to give you a little teaser for next week, guys. I found all of my beads from my tambour beading class. I found my DVDs. I found everything that I use. If you missed that last week, tambour beading is when you have one hand on the bottom and one hand on the top. I'm going to try to brush up on my skills before next week to show you. And look at what I found. Okay, now this is totally not organized. So I think I need to put more bins on the wall like what she had, which was gorgeous. Can you believe that sewing room? Under 300 bucks, that room was amazing. So organized. You just have to have a place for everything. But what do I have in here? This was my latest package from Fire Mountain Gems. So I'm just going to bring you down here and hopefully it doesn't freeze on me. These are all the pieces that I use to make jewelry, which I'll bring out for you next week. Oh yeah, if you go to Fire Mountain Gems, you're going to understand why I have so much, because the more you buy, the cheaper it gets. I also found my crafting. I bought this, I put this on Amazon. Let's see, I think I have for those of you that want this, I know that some of you always want to know what my page is. Here it is. That's my Amazon page. I put this on here, a bunch of other beading things. While this is here, you can also pick up Cynthia's book there. This was from yesterday. This is, look at that. Okay, so you thought my book, I thought my book was thick. There's my book. You can get this on Amazon or you can get it on my website and then I sign it for you. There's always a 20% off discount. Just use Clapper20. I'll add the book to it. And then this is Cindy's book. So look at the difference. Cindy, if you're watching this, I'm crying about how long it took me to write my book. You put me to shame. And you've written like 5 of these. All right, so this is here. And then I found more beads. Let's see if I can. Whoa. Yeah, these are so organized. So I'm bringing it back up here because what I did find in my stash was this whole bin. Can you see this whole bin over here? Yeah, that whole bin of beads. And I'm really excited about this. So this is how I organize these. I have this just bags, but I found all of my jewelry making tools, which I will make a list. I'm adding them all to Amazon. So when I show this next week, if you're wondering what you have to have. And then one more thing here. These. I always use, let me bring it down here. This. I find these at, Gordon Foods. These are like what you would get, I don't know, ketchup in or something, ranch dressing. Those work great for beads. And then this is how I measure my beading, which looks like a mess right now. But by next week, it's going to be great. So because of the anniversary, last week, our wedding anniversary, and now 100, and now I pulled out all my beading. I'm dying to start beading again. So that's a teaser for next week. Don't forget the giveaway, by the way, is up. It's season 15 of It's So Easy. That's way over there. So I can't, you just have to, if you go on Facebook or if you're in the group, you can see the link. I will make sure it goes on the blog tomorrow. And I see happy 100. I know. Clovis says she has a beading board. Judy says she has a tendency to spill beads. Karen wants to know, where did you find that craft organizer container for your beads? Oh, the fishing store. Sorry, Wynn, I might have taken your fishing boxes. And Michael's Crafts, Joanne Fabrics, they all have those. There's a bunch on Amazon too. But I try to like put them in, get them wherever I go shopping. I'm always looking for beads. Anne says, no wonder you needed a bigger place. Anne, you have no idea. So this is basically my big she shed. Once I get everything over here, we're going to have a party, right? Marcy says she loves the beaded colors. All right, you guys. I'm going to have to let you go because the day's over. Susan, it was so fun having you on. Wes, Christy, you guys are awesome. Thank you. You guys really make every Wednesday awesome. And every day that I pop in the group is even better. So a name we won't forget. Yes, you're right. Wait till they go on sale. Yes, yes. All right, you guys, if you need anything, you know I'll be around all week. I'm working on some pretty big projects, which I cannot wait to share with you. But in the meantime, happy sewing. Hey, by the way, if you missed yesterday's show, it's the sewing news. It's brand new show. It's bi-monthly, so that means twice a month. And it's sponsored by Brother. It will feature all Brother products. That show, we had an amazing show. Cindy Hogan was on there talking software. We talked embroidery. We talked etching glass. The whole episode was amazing. She should just have, she should have her own show. But I love having her on. She's a good friend and she's very talented. So if you missed that show, it's on my Facebook page and it's also on AngelaWolf.com or FashionSewingWithAngelaWolf.com. So, all right, you guys, I see you all leaving. Thank you again. Thank you for making these 100 episodes awesome. And sorry that Facebook was acting so weird today. I will cut out all of the missing parts and put this on YouTube on Saturday. Love you all. See you next week. Bye.